Okay, go ahead.
Hand of the man.
All right, we have Mr. Scott Hoag here. For those who don't know, he's the guy he's responsible for all these bullets here. And I've had an opportunity to meet him a few times, and never has he been able to see my car. So today, we're gonna have a Scott Hoag signing on number 801.
Outstanding. Awesome.
And that is the official signing. And with that, I got to have a question and say, Scott, of all the bullets you built, number 801 was the most special to you, wasn't
Absolutely. I've come all this way just to have the reunion with it.
That's what I'm talking about.
You think maybe, Scott, you could just take a minute and just say what differentiated the Bullits from the rest of the Mustangs that year?
You want to do kind of a little walk around? I mean,
sure.
Basically go through.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sure. All right. The 01 Bullitt, obviously, it was introduced at the LA Auto Show as a concept vehicle, which primarily had styling cues that had kind of an understated performance as the theme. When we looked at putting together an actual vehicle, we certainly had to put together a combination of performance pieces that would deliver the essence of what that image was. So again, it's a subtle, downplayed performance that when you get in the car, the first thing that you feel is this car is different. You start the car, this car sounds different, and you go for a run, and then you know that this car is different. So let's talk about some of the pieces that made this car different from the rest of the pack. We'll talk first with what's going on under the hood, since we have a nice open shot here today. The primary difference of the powertrain, this started as a GT 4.6 liter 2-valve engine. Most of the work that we did went into what was on top of the motor here, basically the intake system. Combination of the dual blade throttle body and the cast aluminum intake allowed us to deliver more performance right out of the chute from a calibration standpoint. The second thing that we did is we worked on the exhaust system with a unique muffler. Not only did it give a performance sound, but it allowed a little bit more free-flowing exhaust system so that we could deliver the rest of the performance. And of course, what Rick has added is the very sexy looking, but as performing as it is good looking, the MRT cold air induction, which really finishes getting the air to the engine with the least amount of restriction. One of the other things under hood that is not necessarily due to performance, but makes a Bullitt, and that is that each car was identified with a unique serial number that was located on the driver's side shock tower. A second sticker was placed on the body structure underneath the carpet inside the car. The two stickers share the same number. They're the only two stickers that have that number, and this protects the authenticity of this being a Bullitt. As we go around to the, we'll do the body exterior. Part of the aesthetic changes, we still had the GT grille, but we took the chrome corral out of the picture on the grille, leaving the running pony unrestrained, as Ricky Racer can show us all the time that this is a wild pony. It should not be in a corral. We utilized the wheels, the Bullitt style wheel, which had actually a lot to do with the conversation and the genesis of doing a Bullitt Mustang at Ford. The Bullitt wheels were a natural fit. They had to go along with this car. If we're going to give some more performance in terms of the look, we needed to lower the car. We actually have a performance handling package on this car, which includes unique tuned springs that lower this car 3/4 of an inch relative to its brother, the GT, and then the stopping power that is second to none. We actually adapted the Cobra brakes, being the rotors and calipers, but not trying to copy or pretend this is a Cobra wannabe. The calipers are absolutely unique. They're powder coated red, and it has a laser etched pony on the front calipers on each side. Continuing the clean and mean look, the rocker moldings, the GT rocker moldings were jettisoned, and we replaced them with a very sleek, clean lined rocker molding. We integrated a mud flap into the front portion of the rocker molding, and that is primarily just to give that function of keeping the side of the car clean and hopefully free of rock chips and so forth as these cars are driven. And as you see here today, most of these cars are driven, which is really a cool feature. As we work our way to the back, continuing the theme here of clean and mean, we removed the side scoops from the GT, and we actually spent a lot of time forming a side scoop that was what we call a scoopless scoop. We didn't really want to draw attention to the side of the car in the traditional GT fashion. The attention here is with the aluminum fuel door, which is a factory option. It was only produced for the Bullitt package. Mentioned the exhaust system. One of the unique features of the exhaust system is that we incorporated a rolled stainless steel tip into the exhaust system, which is definitely a throwback to yesteryear and not something that was done on a current car until the Bullitt. The C-pillar scoop is another feature that was unique for the Bullitt. Trying in the body lines continuous into the scoopless scoop lines just gives a real nice clean flow of the lines from the side, and the removal of any sort of spoiler from the deck lid finishes that clean, purposeful look. On the interior, we couldn't let all of the goodies just go to the outside. We have new seats, which are constructed of a completely different foam and seat cover, getting a nostalgic retro look in terms of the seat covering. And the bolstering is a very much performance bolster. So you sit in this car, and the first thing that your body's telling you is this car is built for some performance. We're going to have some fun here. We incorporated the billet aluminum shift ball, trim ring on the shifter, a unique cluster with radial graphics, kind of a fly back to yesteryear when the clusters had the nomenclature radially versus horizontally, and finish it off with a sill plate that had the unique insignia announcing again that this is in fact. Together that represents the package that just delivers a lot of passion and fun.
Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
All right.